All right, guys. All right, here we go. All right, guys. So, Hub channel, you guys already know. I just made a video on this. Adam Aaron decided to sell 40 million of the shares that he had the right to sell after the reverse split slash conversion. The AMC was able to raise $325 million. Definitely could have raised more, but it seems like there was from September 6th until today, a week, there was like an average. So, yeah, could have been a lot worse, but it wasn't. So, it is what it is. Here's a quick rundown of the letter. Oh, never mind. Approximately an average of 814. Yeah, so could have been worse, could have been better. So, anyway, I wanted to go over MOASS price predictions again. I know my last video was pretty long, about an hour and a minute long. So if you don't know what I'm talking about here, you want more kind of supporting information, go watch that video. I made a bunch of chapters so that you can go find whatever information I have in there. One thing that I did have that the reason why, well, I was going to make this video anyway to make a shorter version of the last video, but now we finally know what the float is going to be, the shares outstanding, and that is 198.36 million shares outstanding. So we're currently, or as of close of market and aftermarket, we had 158.36 million shares. We just added 40 million shares to the float. So now we're at 198.36 million shares. Okay. Quick review. Of course, this happened. This came out around like 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, 30 minutes after market close. This is Eastern time. So it didn't affect the price. We sold 40 million shares. That has to affect the price in a positive way. We should be going up pretty hard, hopefully, tomorrow. Again, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. But that's kind of what happens, right? You sell a bunch, your stock's supposed to go up. Your company does good things, your stock price is supposed to go up. So that's what we should be expecting tomorrow, at least during the pre-market. Okay. Now, this calculator is a little better looking, a little more user friendly, a little easier on the eyes. Okay, so 198 million shares. There we go. We got the commas on there. Now let's go back to the geometric mean calculator. Okay. We're going to calculate this. Now, again, if you don't know what geometric means is, this is the, actually, let me go. So the way this works is these are the prices that people will be selling at. Okay. Okay, so we're going. I think people are paper handing and they're going to be dumb and they're going to want to either break even or just get out. Okay, we don't know what the average price per share that people paid for was, but I know a lot of people got in like right after the squeeze of what was it, June 2021, and that was what, $72. Okay, so I did the math, and so go back to the other video, but basically you divide everything by 5 or multiply by 5. Okay, so if people paid, let's just go with $40 on average, right, for their shares, we multiply that by 5, that's about $200. I think people are going to paper hand and sell at 150. They're going to see that the triple digits and be like, "Oh, I'm going to get out. I'm going to get out." Like this is going to be easy. Okay, fine, whatever, get out, go ahead. We don't need you. The rest of us will diamond hand it, diamond ball it, and we'll see the squeeze through to the end. Let me add some numbers on here. So a quick refresher on this. These are the price points that I think people will sell at. Maybe there's going to be a 750 in there. I don't know. But I went all the way up to $100,000 per share. Oh no, I went all the way up to $250,000 per share just to see how obscene we could get. And we come with an average of most people will probably sell around almost a little bit under $9,000. Okay, we put that into 198 million shares times. We'll just go with $9,000. Oh god, this calculator sucks. Okay, I'm gonna do it the other way. Here we go. So now instead of hundreds, we're going with millions. Okay. So everything's gonna be multiplied by a million. So 198 million shares times, what was that? 9,000 times $9,000 on average per share. We come up with a market cap of. So this was millions, billions, trillion. $1.782 trillion. $1.78 trillion, basically. Okay. I went the Volkswagen squeeze of 2008. It reached the highest market cap at the peak of the squeeze, which was $370 million. In today's dollars, that's around $700 billion. Okay. The largest company at that time was ExxonMobil at $330 million market cap. So it became the company with the highest valuation market cap for a day or something like that, maybe even a few hours. Okay, so right now the highest valued company is Apple at $2.8 trillion. Okay, this is well below $1 trillion of that. So going here, we can see that if people sell at 150, people sell at 250, 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,500, 5,000, 7,500, 10,000, 15,000, $20,000 per share, 25,000, 35,000, $45,000 a share, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, 150,000, 200,000, $250,000 per share, and then they start selling on the way back down. Okay. That we would come up with a geometric mean of most people selling around almost a little under $9,000. That's a good starting point to me. And it shows that the $250,000 per share price range is feasible. Okay, it is possible. Okay, now who knows what kind of games these companies and the government, the SEC, will play. The DTCC, who knows? Okay, I'm thinking they've got a bunch of stuff up their sleeve, if not at least a few things. Okay, they're not just gonna let go of $1.78 trillion. Okay, now they did. Look, all the supporting information is on that first video. Go look for it. $2013 I think was the website to look for inflation. And in 2009, the government bailed out all of the banks for $498 billion. Okay, is that billion? Three. I hate that these things don't have commas. Okay, $498 billion. In today's dollars, that is worth $712 billion. Okay, almost $1 trillion. Almost a good hot trilly, all right? Okay, they gave that money over, no problem. Now let's look at the Volkswagen squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Okay, 370 billion, right? This was of 2008. In today's dollars, that's $527 billion. Okay. So, also the Volkswagen squeeze, by the way, Porsche put an end to it at, I think, $1,000 per share because they didn't want to cause any more economic turmoil. They didn't want to mess up the markets. And they were the sole or primary shareholder of Volkswagen stock. In this situation of AMC, the apes are the primary shareholders. Okay. Now let's be a little let's just find out what is realistic here. Let's average it out at 650 billion dollars. Okay, in between the Volkswagen squeeze and in between the government bailout. Let's just be charitable here. Okay. So 650 billion, 123, 123, divided by the 198 million shares equals, oh, well, I messed that up, times 198, sorry about that. Okay, divided by 198, 3, 198 million shares, $3. Well, good thing that is, wait, that's millions. Oh, I'm messing up here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 300, oh no, yeah, never mind. 370 million. Or was it billion? Am I tripping balls here? I think it was billion. BW 2008. I am out of it today, gents, ladies and gents. Okay, let's see at the peak. Okay, billions of the market cap. Okay, so we'll just add more zeros. Okay, I was reading this wrong. Whatever. Okay, well, this $3 is not correct because that's just a mean. Okay, we're looking for the geometric mean with where people sell. So I guess the geometric mean we would want for 198. Well, let's just find out here. Okay, so now let's play it super conservative. Okay, super conservative. So we're gonna want a geometric mean of what would it be? If we're 650, we would want a geometric mean of around $3,000. Okay, so I'm gonna take out. We'll keep it at 100K. All right, 100K cap. Okay, 5,500. 198 times 5,500. That's $1 trillion market cap. That's still pretty close. Still pretty close. Showing that even with conservative numbers, 100K is still pretty possible. Let's go with 75K as our peak. 4675. 198 times 4675. Okay, a little under $1 trillion. Still conservative. Okay, let's go with 50K per share. Okay, so this means the peak would be at $50,000. There we go. We're getting closer. 3981. 3981. There. Okay, there we are. So if the government was to bail out these hedge funds and market makers and the DTCC as well, remember the DTCC has like 62 to 67 trillion dollars in assets. Now that doesn't mean they're going to use it all, but they have it there. I mean, that would probably collapse the world. So we could look at $50,000 per share peak as pretty probable. Pretty probable. Okay, let's go with 45K just to be even more conservative here. There we go. 3374. 33. There we go. Even if we are conservative and the Volkswagen squeeze happened today and we're not trying to cause any more economic harm to the country, we could still look at a very high chance of a $45,000 peak. Okay. Now that's assuming that people are selling at these, paper handing, paper handing. Because remember, all of these would divide by 5, right? Let me go through the math again on that. Okay, let's say you bought 100 AMC shares, and for your 100 AMC shares, you were also given 100 APE shares, right? So now let's divide first your AMC shares by 10, and we have 10, right? So now that's 10. So that 10 would be divided by 7.5 for the extra AMC shares you're going to get, and that's 1.33. They're going to round that down to the nearest whole number, so that's 1 share. So now I have my 10 AMC shares plus my 1 extra AMC share that I got for the conversion, plus my 10 APE shares, where I had 100 APE shares, which were divided by 10 as well, and then converted into AMC shares for 21 shares, okay? So 21 divided by the first original 100 shares we had is around 0.21, which is basically 5, okay? Give or take, whatever. So if people sell at 150, that means your average buy rate, or your from before the reverse split and conversion, would be around $30. You're selling at $30 before the reverse split, before APE. Okay, this right here, $50, $100. Okay, we should be trying to hold on till right there. Okay, we should really be trying to hold on till right there, and start and not even, we should be holding on till right here, dude. Straight up, that's where I'm gonna start looking like, all right, how far are we gonna get? Okay, I know some people say, hey man, and I think it is a good idea to sell and make the money back that you put in, but you should hold the rest, or you should do what you want. Actually, I'm gonna try to hold the rest, because you sell a lot, and let's say real quick, let's say you sell and you make $1 million, right? Oh man, I made $1 million. Now we pay our capital gains tax, which is 15%. So this is what we get to keep here. Out of 1 million, we get to keep 850. Let's say we reinvest that into AMC, and then it goes even higher. Now your capital gains tax is 25%. You might have lost more money by doing that than you would have just holding. Okay, so let's look at it here, right? Let's say somebody sells at $500. We'll do $500 and then 1,000, right? Let's say I have 1,000. Let's say I have 100 shares. I sell at $500 a share. $50 times 0.85. My take-home money is $42,500. Okay. Well, now let's say, hey, I bought back in at $1,000 a share, or I bought back in at I don't know. Let's say it goes down after you sell. You sold for 500. Let's say it goes down to 300, right? Okay. Well, now I have 141 shares times $1,000 that I'm gonna sell at now. Okay, I made $141,000. Multiply that by 0.75 now, and we come back with $106,000. All right, you could have made more just holding your 100 shares times $1,000. Wait, your 100 shares, yeah, your 100 shares times $1,000 versus your 100 shares times, what was it, $500 times 0.85 again. Look, and you made 42 grand. You made 42 grand, and then you ended up making oh god, the math is getting crazy here. I wish I could do this on my phone. Okay, we'll start over again, okay? 100 shares times $50 equals $50,000. Sorry. Oh no, wait. No, $500. 100 shares times $500. Okay, 50,000 times 0.85. Okay, so pretty much $7,500 you paid in taxes when you came back with this. And now we divide this by, we'll say 300. And now I've got 141 shares times 1,000 times 0.85. 120,000 times, oh shit, no, my bad. It was times 0.75. Because now you haven't been holding as long, so capital gains takes effect. So you come back with that plus 42,500 is 148,750, right? So we'll say 150 grand. 150 grand. If you would have just held those 100 shares times 1,000, 150 grand. Hold on. Okay, well, it doesn't work on this one. 150 grand. So you basically doubled. You would have doubled your money. All right. Well, that works. That works like that because those numbers are close. Let's say you sell at 500, right? So that's 42,500 bucks that you made in profit. 42,500 in profit. And now let's go up a little bit more. Divide this by, we'll say again, 300 bucks. And then we'll multiply this by, let's go with 2,500. Okay. Now this times 0.75 plus the, okay. Oh no, I messed up. The other one. All right, whatever. I'm not going to do it again. 265 grand, right? 265 grand versus just holding. No, well, it's going to be the same thing. Yeah, I guess, you know what? I might have proved myself wrong there. I guess it really all just depends, right? Let's say you have those 141 shares after you sell, right? Times, and then we can go, I don't know, 5,000 bucks. What the hell? 141 times 5,000 bucks equals that 75 times 0.75. There is a point of diminishing returns though, and I guess we haven't found it. 528. Yeah, I mean, okay, well, buy and sell then. Never mind, I was wrong. But point being, that might hurt the squeeze a little bit, but whatever. I mean, if you can do that and you're willing to take the risk, go for it. Because the float is so small at 198 million shares, it's going to be so volatile. Who knows if we even skip through some of these? Who knows if it goes from 1,000 straight to like 2,500, or who knows if it goes from 1,000 like straight to 5,000, and then straight to like 10,000, right? And then over here, who knows if it goes from there to like straight from there because everybody's selling so high, right? And then yeah, so who knows? So point being that $45,000 price per share, it is possible, okay, and that's being really conservative. So do your due diligence, do the math for it. I'm gonna have to do the math on my phone because I hate doing it on the computer. And yeah, let me know what you think. I proved myself wrong. I'm going to keep calculating because I was doing that with these geometric means, and I kind of proved myself wrong again. The price per share was actually higher than I thought it could be. So yeah, always double check your numbers, okay? Good luck and stay tuned for some other videos.